What's going on? And welcome back to some more Black Myth Wukong. In the last one, we found the secret area of Chapter 2, which led us to a secret king, which was a giant beetle named Fuban. And then, I had the revelation that in Chapter 1, there still seemed to be something missing, right? There was these 3 question marks. I didn't know how to get there. There was um, a king missing in chapter 2 as well. But I kind of felt like I knew where the king in chapter 2 was, I just didn't know how to access it. So I decided to look it up a little bit, and we found that in chapter 2, you could get these long scales. I don't know how you're supposed to know that you could get this. Maybe further on in the game, it gives you a hint. But anyways, in chapter 2, you could just do it if you know where they are. So we broke into a wall, which I think you could have accidentally had happen because there is a boss fight right there. So maybe that's how people discover it, is just on accident. Because the boss can open the wall for you. But anyways, if you don't do it on accident, I'm not sure how you're supposed to know it's there. But we found that, and I went to the place in chapter 2 where I expected this boss to be, and we did find the boss. It was the Black Loong, and we'll start loading now because it might take a second because it counts as a separate zone. But anyways, we fought him real quick once, and I was like, this kind of seems doable. I wasn't sure if they were going to be like way too strong or what we were talking about. It seems doable, but hard. Um, so I want to give it a try. And then, depending on how long this takes, I will also try and find the one in chapter 1. And maybe we'll give that one a try as well. And it seems like you just spawn in here every time, which should make like throwing multiple attempts at him nice. But anyways. Oh, what do I have equipped? Is he might use wind. So this would be good against wind. Grants immunity to strong winds. And then I don't know, maybe the other one is fire, so that'll be better against the other one. But yeah, we want that. I want to actually switch this. Oh, the other mistake. My transformation is currently wrong. That's a bit of an issue because I would have to teleport out to fix that. But let's just give it a try like this. Oh, it doesn't give me the chi back. Swapping. That's bad. Oh, okay. Fair enough. Oh, he's doing this. I don't know how you dodge. Like, oh, I guess you could dodge through it. Okay, that's a tough one. I wasn't anywhere near the rock that I tried to stand on last time. That maybe would have helped me. I didn't think he'd do it so early. Last time he didn't do it until, like, almost half health. Okay, I do get my chi back when I die, so I guess that's something. Oh, what? I thought I dodged. Oh, right, he always does that. Oh, he cancels it. Oh. Oh. Okay. I need to identify that a little bit better. So it seems like he first... Like, he almost looks like he's gonna breathe lightning, but then he doesn't. And then he goes into that move. So instead of... Even though it seems like a good time to do damage to him, I should probably be looking for a safe place. AKA this rock right here. Oh, that didn't do what I wanted it to. Oh. Oh, this, like, knocked him back. That's weird. Okay, I should reposition. I can't find the... Oh. I think the rock actually breaks, because I don't see it anymore. Dang it. Oh, I missed that. Okay. So he kind of killed all my clones without me getting any use out of that. No! My idea was maybe I could just, like, outdamage him, but it's a hard pattern, and I don't know if you can actually reliably fit attacks in there. It's definitely easier to dodge from further away, but I still haven't even figured out how to dodge it perfectly further away. But it's very doable, right? Or at least it looks very doable at the moment. I should have gotten stamina back. Oh, that actually hit me? Lame. Oh, there is not enough time to drink. There is a rock there, though, that seems to be surviving. And maybe I just need to look for the rock a little bit better. I'm getting too greedy and like, oh, I could do a whole bunch of damage and then run away and dodge it. But I haven't been able to dodge it very well once. It's killed me every single time except one time, and I still got hit a whole bunch. Oh, actually, I know what I should do. I should use the mantle when he goes for that, because that seemed to, like, knock him back. Oh, he really just canceled all that? Oh, he just does it again, huh? Okay. But I swear it seemed like... Oh, right. I forgot about that part. It seemed like he broke one of the rocks. Oh, really? I can't believe I missed all that. Oh, I guess I'm just dead. I did pretty good, but then I misdodged both of those in a row. I also don't know what being shocked does. In some games, it like lowers your stamina regen or makes you take more damage or something. This game might do both. I don't know. There's too much going on for me to know. So the mantle didn't accomplish what I wanted it to do. Because he just used the move right after that then. Ah, I missed that dodge, really? Wonder if I could do this. Oh! Oh, that's fast. Okay. So I don't know what caused the rock to break, but... No! That's bad. Okay, we stop that. Okay. We gotta pay attention and see if anything breaks this rock. Okay, that didn't break it, so we're good. Okay. Black Loong defeated. That wasn't too bad. He was tough, but... We got some long pearls, and it looks like there's a chest up there. Let's see what all we got. What does this do? Shining brightly and dazzling in color, this long pearl once adorned a Loong's chin. Its purpose lingers in mystery, likely to unfold in times ahead. Okay, so it's probably not a terrible thing that we're getting this stuff early. I don't even know if it counts as early, like I said. Could or could not be early. It's definitely beatable, so... Thunderbone. Oh, no, I don't want that. I just want to see. We got a new, like, upgrade on the side here. costs a lot. What does that top part mean? Is that a material I don't know about? Moderately increases the damage dealt by all pillar stance moves. I'm not really a pillar stance user. In fact, I haven't used it at all. Wait, what? How do I have this equipped right now? Oh, it just equipped that weapon. I was like, what are you talking about? I don't think I could do anything with this right now. And then we also got a Curio. Slightly reduces cooldown of all spells. That's not bad, but I think the other things we have are better. So we saw what that's for. No idea what this is for. This is some mythical item. We have 4 mind cores now as well. So this still doesn't tell me where the last meditation spot is. Maybe we should think about that real quick, because we'll probably be able to beat the other boss. But let me see if I can figure out if it's something that we can get to right now. Meditation spots. Okay, so where's chapter 2? Oh, I think I just like missed this one. The Altar Sandgate Village. Yeah, I should have this one. I remember seeing it from a distance, but I thought I already had it. I know where that is. We'll go get that real quick. That's my bad. I remember literally looking at it when we were in a different area, because you could see it like across the ridge, and I was like, oh yeah, I remember going there and getting that. But I apparently just got distracted and didn't actually go to it. It's literally right at the start where we jumped into that pond to fight the frog. And it's just like right outside of that pond. So we'll go back, go grab that real quick. Not a big deal. That's just a mistake I made. Um, and then we'll go try and find that other Loong in chapter 1. And that should clean up chapter 1 and 2 mostly. I don't know if we're missing any chiefs. I should check again if we're missing. I don't think we're missing any chiefs in chapter 1, but we might be missing one in chapter 2. Ah, the loading screens for these are crazy. That was a cool boss. It had like an interesting mechanic. I'm not sure if I was doing it correctly. I did figure out that if I was just trying to dodge it, like kind of walking away diagonally while dodge rolling gave you time. Because the problem was when he did like the multiple slams with the electric like ripple on the ground, you didn't have enough time to just straight up dodge them. So by moving away very slightly, it gave me more time to actually have another dodge up. Because you can't, like, even though you kind of have a string of three dodges you can do in a row, you don't actually have invulnerability that whole time. You only have invulnerability in the actual dodge. Uh-oh. Come on. Just make it. Yeah, this is the unfortunate thing about this game. My computer can't handle these zone switches. That's not fair. I got hit because I couldn't attack because of the lag. Anyway, so let's travel. I guess the village entrance. Yeah, we could get there really quickly from the village entrance. Because there's not actually anything in that first canyon that you start in. Like, no shrines or anything. But the other thing is should I buy that soak from... I mean, it would have helped against that boss, right? Because whenever I was trying to drink and getting hit by the little ripples, making it uninterruptible would have been useful. Okay, fastest way should be this way. Oh my goodness, come on. This is maybe why I shouldn't have done another episode, because it's just getting slightly worse. Which seems to be like an exponential. Even though it's only a little bit more than it was before, it's happening frequently, which is bad. So when we were climbing up these stairs, you had to go this way, I think. Hold on, we'll have to figure this out together. It's right up there. Oh, come on. You could do it. What? Please try exiting and restarting. Oh my goodness. Game actually crashed? Ah, that's terrible news because now we're restarting the game. Which might mean that it's actually choppier than before. Oh no. That's bad. I didn't think it would actually crash. I knew that it was struggling, but I thought we'd be okay. Oh no, that's really bad because the loading screen to actually get into the game takes forever. Oh jeez. Shouldn't have done another one. Immediately getting punished. Well then. So do we go buy that soak or not? I don't know. It seems kind of expensive. And I'm getting pretty close to being able to afford like a weapon upgrade. Because the weapon upgrades are now costing like 21,000. So it might be better to just wait and see. The only problem is that weapon upgrade from the item we just got seems to have a mystery item that we also need. But there's a chance that that mystery item is from the other Loong in chapter 1. We just don't know. So we'll probably try and beat him and then see where we're at weapon upgrade wise. This is unfortunate. Well, the problem is I can't even pause the recording because we're streaming at the same time and you can't pause recordings while streaming. Otherwise, I would have just paused it and loaded it on my own. But the reason that I'm trying to decide if I should buy this stuff now is obviously because we have to zone switch to get to chapter 1. So to save ourselves an extra long loading screen, it's trying to decide now. But I think I'm just going to skip it for now. Makes the most sense. And then as far as the celestial medicines go, I think I'm going to wait and see if there's anything that seems like I need a specific buff for. Otherwise, the stamina one would probably be pretty good. The mana one would probably be pretty good. And the health one would be pretty good. Those are all just kind of generally useful. The defense maybe too, but the defense and the stamina regen are so small. But does the stamina regen one only cost 1 core or does it cost 2? Because if I could just do 4 of those upgrades instead of doing like 2 stamina upgrades, then that might be worth it. Because then we're talking 12 stamina regen that we get out of that. Which that's like almost a 20% increase for me right now. Which is pretty good. But I'm already running so much stamina regen that there is diminishing returns on that. Okay. Oh, I put us back here. Oh, jeez. Let's just try and make sure we don't crash the game again immediately. Uh-oh. I'm really worried that it's gonna crash again now. Maybe we'll walk. If we walk... See, it's right over there. But yeah, I obviously got distracted by the dog medicine dude. Didn't even try and get over here. But I remember while we were over there, I saw this little building, looked at it, and was like, yeah, I've been there before. Because I saw that it was connected to that pond, but I guess I just literally didn't come here. Anyways, you could see that you could hear that sounds a little bit choppy. It seems to have stabilized. Probably stable enough to do the meditation. Even if the meditation's laggy, it's not that big a deal. But I wonder... Doesn't seem like we can interact with this. This seemed like maybe a place we could put the Buddha pieces. I guess not. So, let us teleport to the other area. I know we have some advancement points, but because we're currently on just having started the game and it's having trouble loading, I think it might be good to teleport to the area we want to be in and then look at our advancement points. So it'll give it some time to load while we're actually in the area. Oh, right, I forgot. I'm definitely getting pretty good use out of that perfect dodge. Gives you extra damage. So these guys do respawn. For some reason I thought they didn't respawn. I thought I had checked before and they didn't respawn. Maybe only some of them respawn. Anyway, so it's somewhere... Thought it had to do with, like, wolves. I don't see anything. Hold on, we gotta... Oh, it's in the Forest of Wolves, but where? Because we kind of just ran through the full Forest of Wolves. Or did we? Maybe I'll look which spot I'm actually supposed to start at. Where was it? Return to the Forest of Wolves and head to the outside the forest shrine. Is that one of them? Yeah, okay. So we'll do that one. And then I think I know where it is. I think it's the area where there was a dead end. There's just not a waterfall that sticks out in my mind. The sand waterfall was a lot more obvious because it seemed weird, right? But waterfalls make a lot more sense because those tend to actually happen in nature. But I remember there was like some rats just kind of, or some frogs, some little tiny frog dudes just kind of hanging out in a river. And I'm pretty sure that river just ended in a dead end. And I was like, well, that's kind of weird. But then I never really thought more of it because I didn't see any way that we could interact with that. I'm pretty sure what it is. Which I should be able to find. We actually walked right by it like a few episodes ago. I just didn't even go over to it because it was a dead end and I knew there was nothing there. But so we'll load in, then we'll figure out what we're going to do with our advancement points. Oh, I need to switch my transformation back. I really don't think the giant rock thing is as good. Maybe it is. I haven't used it at all yet. Maybe it's good, but it seems like the guy who can light things on fire might be slightly more effective. Well, maybe I won't switch. Just because I should give it a chance, right? There's no reason to just never use it. Oh, this is not where I thought it was. Well, then it could be multiple places. It could either be forward or it could be backwards. Start with backwards, because this is where I thought it would be. Oh, I need to do my skill point before we go on a whole adventure. Wait, oh, the second relic, like, didn't load immediately. So we do have other things that we could be trying to invest in as well. The finisher dealing more damage seems more relevant now that I can interrupt it with like rolling and with casting Immobilize. And I haven't ever used mobile spin to actually hit people, but that's kind of funny. I haven't been able to get a 4 focus point off a single time. It seems kind of difficult. Hmm. I mean, this one seems pretty good if you're just going to sit in thrust stance, but... and this is actually probably pretty good. Hitting an enemy. I think you get more than 5 hits out of a light attack combo, right? Because that one that kind of spins around and does a few light hits. That one. This might be worth it. Cloud Step I really don't use. And this was like 15 defense that gave, huh? Probably should buff the transformations. I already have something that kind of just buffs my damage after... Don't I? Yeah, the relic already kind of does this. This is only for one attack after, though. I mean, it could be useful to just have it, but I think I can get more use out of buffing this. Oh, okay. So it does say nearby. I was kind of wondering about that. You could see when he first casts it, he's not close enough to them. And then when he walks up to them, their staves get the buff for being damage buffed. I think increasing their health might be relevant, and then their duration. Oh, this also does the duration, but in a different way. Sure. I think if you max this whole thing out, it's going to do a lot, but... Anyways, so... Let's figure out... I guess we might as well break all this stuff, right? It is struggling. So I thought it was just right down here. Oh, come on. Oh, he just gets one shot. All right. But there's no waterfall down there, I don't think. So this must not be right. But we'll just verify so I don't end up thinking this isn't right, even when it is right, and then I run around all across the world only to realize I should have come here from the start. Yeah, there's no waterfall here. Okay, fair enough. I was wrong. But I do kind of recall a waterfall in the other area as well. I'm just gonna have to find it. I'm pretty sure it was on the left side. And if we remember when we found the sand, or when we got close to the sand waterfall, a guy started talking. Oh wow, those things came back? We got far enough away for these to come back, but not for those to come back over there? Whatever. 50 free will. But yeah, we should hear some talking as we get closer. Okay, I guess we'll just take this first left. And that's what we did when we initially explored. Not there. Kind of thought that was an NPC for a second, but there's a waterfall back there, so that's probably where it is.
For what deed must his head be hung for all to see? For what deed must the waters they cover?
Oh, did I get out of range? Okay, well, we'll keep approaching and hopefully it'll start again. I don't know if I messed it up on accident. Did I go right here? Yeah, this just leads you back here. So yeah, even if I didn't go that specific way, I'd been on both sides of it. Okay. Well, here we are. Might take a little bit to load again. But once we're probably in there, it will have itself loaded. And there doesn't tend to be any issues like within the actual fights very often, so. Although, the first time I think the fight just starts automatically. At least that's how it worked on the other one. He's electric again, huh? Okay, this seems not very practical. I couldn't hit him very easily. I didn't expect that outcome. Well, if I had known I was gonna knock him down for so long. Oh, really? Right then? He killed all of the monkeys, too? That's terrible news. Oh, dang it. Oh, wow, he broke out fast. I maybe should have tried to stack up all four there. Oh wow, we got him knocked down immediately again. Oh. I can't tell, did these things explode as I hit them? Maybe. But they seem to do damage to him as well. I am out of mana, or at least I don't have enough mana for the transformation. This seems so bad against this guy. Oh, jeez. This is just the worst, actually. Okay. That didn't seem particularly productive, but... Aha! That was... I don't know if you actually saw how that happened, but... I'll explain it in a second. Okay, so pretty much I was like, well, I have nothing left. And he's like essentially one shot. So I could try and get really greedy, which I did, and then he knocked me out of my hit. So then I was like, alright, I'll just cloud step. And it perfectly cloud step behind him and just gave me the free hit to be able to kill him. There's a chance that I could have choked if I didn't cloud step, so that's why I chose to cloud step. So yeah, I kind of expected them to be a little bit more difficult than that, but I guess we are talking chapter 1 and 2 bosses, and I'm already like a strong character for chapter 2. Thundertail. And we might get a curio too? Yes. Can't go that way. Oh. That transformation does not seem very good. I didn't realize how slow it would be. Like, I literally tried to sprint, and I wasn't moving at all. Or like, I was hardly inching across the ground. I was like, how am I ever going to get to the boss to actually be able to hit him? I couldn't even tell, like, if it was doing damage part of the time, and then I, like, used my move that, like, makes him explode. I'm pretty sure most of the damage came from... I don't know if it's when you transition back to the original and he falls over and does damage, or if it's a move and he falls over and then he auto transitions afterwards. But that was like the only thing that did anything. I was like that rock transformation is not good, or at least not good against any boss that can move. Alright, what does this do? Grants considerable damage reduction when gourd use is depleted. That doesn't sound very good. I don't think I'll be using that one. What else did we get? So we got this thing, which these might combine to craft the new staff. We'll have to see once we get back to the shrine. And then journal, we did get the last meditation spot here, which is good. So let's check out how we're doing. So this goes all the way until this, which was the last thing in chapter 2. So I think we have all that done. As far as chiefs go, we are missing a chief in chapter 2, I think. Because this is before the Tiger Vanguard, which was part of chapter 2. And then as far as the kings go, kings were all lined up on. And characters, I don't know if the characters follow the same rules. Or at least not exactly, because obviously we have some of them that are already later. So chiefs. Let's take a look. Because I already had that list of bosses pulled up. Let's see what chief we're missing. And if it's possible for me to get to it or not. Chapter 2, Mad Tiger. Is an optional secret Yao Guai chief mini-boss that you can encounter deep in a well in Chapter 2. Not to be confused with his brother, the Tiger Vanguard of the Crouching Tiger. You can only reach this boss by following the trail of a ghostly boy using the old rattle drum key item. We have that. Okay, yeah, it's telling me where to find it. After defeating the Tiger's Acolyte, you gain the old rattle drum, which appears to have belonged to the Acolyte's son, but no other details are provided. You will need to find 3 areas where you could use the drum to summon a spirit in locations all across the Yellowwind Ridge. The only clue you'll have is that entering the correct area will cause your vision to warp, and the ghostly voice of a boy calling out to you. I feel like I remember that happening, but I didn't know what was happening. First location is further back in the Windrest Hamlet. Return across the bridge to the Windrest Hamlet shrine and pass back through the large gate, taking a left to the large house surrounded by city. Okay, I remember that. So let's follow these instructions. We'll first have to teleport out of here. And it might take us a second to teleport back to the the Yellowwind Ridge. But, like, I feel like because of the order we did stuff in, the drum was one of the last things I found. So it was very unlikely that I would figure this out because I had already explored everything, and then the drum was the last area that I explored, like where you get the drum. So, like, I would literally have to know that I have to explore the entire area again to figure that out. But we'll probably just try and pinpoint the locations more exactly so we don't spend 4,000 years getting to this secret boss. And hopefully we could do it a little bit quickly. And then we'll be done. This will just be like cleaning up the rest of chapter 1 and chapter 2 episode. Sucks that we gotta do so many loading screens first. Okay, so what would be the best way to get back to the shrine? Probably just run this way, right? I don't know if the enemies will be back or not, because I didn't die. No, the enemies are not back. Because there was an enemy right here. So, I only read where the first one was, so let's start with that. Oh, you could teleport to this? Oh, I didn't realize I was actually allowed to teleport into these. Does that mean I could teleport? Yeah, okay. So I want to go to the hamlet. And then I also want to check if we can actually make that weapon now or not. Ah, solid loading screen times today, huh? That's the only downside that's happened with this game. Like I think it's a good game. Um, but it does appear to be a little bit high end for my computer. Have I played Vampire Survivors? I have played a little bit of Vampire Survivors. I am actually quite a fan of those types of games. The only thing about Vampire Survivors is I kind of feel like I get that it's one of the first ones, but it also, in my mind, ends up being one of the worst. Although it does have probably the most content, but it kind of like it doesn't look that appealing, and uh, I kind of don't like exactly how the game has very little complexity to it other than just move around, right? Um, Whereas other games to like try and build on the genre have given you more complexity. So I tend to like those a little bit more. Like one that I played quite a bit was Halls of Torment. And then we also played Death Must Die. Both of those are on the channel. And I've played various ones on my own as well. So I like the genre. Vampire Survivors, I think I have like some of the DLC. I've never played it on the channel before. Um, but I played it a little bit and was kind of struggling with it. Like I definitely tend to be better at the other ones just because I know them better and they have a little bit more skill expression in my mind. But nothing wrong with Vampire Survivors. It's just less my style and it kind of I don't know if it was exactly the start of the genre, but it was a big influence to that. Well, have you tried the two that I just named, Halls of Torment, or yeah, Halls of Torment and Death Must Die. Death Must Die is probably the best. Halls of Torment has more content than Death Must Die, though. Um, but I think like Death Must Die looks the best and kind of works the best. It just isn't there on content quite yet. Where Halls of Torment has quite a bit more to do and like more interesting like Halls of Torment has a lot of little quests for you to be accomplishing along the way, whereas Death Must Die doesn't have nearly as many quests for you to do. So there's like specific challenges you'll try and accomplish in Halls of Torment, which can be fun when you're like, oh, I need to do a run as this character and I'm trying to do this build rather than just trying to win in general. What was I doing? I was going to look at crafting weapons. So that was the item. Okay. But this is a pillar stance thing. I need 3,000 more will to even make that. Fourth myth of a light attack. See, I feel like this is probably better, the Rat Sage staff. Because even though it's 4 less damage, it gives a pretty good critical strike chance. And I feel like the unique effect is significantly better than this. Because I assume by pillar stance moves, it doesn't include, like, light attack, right? While I'm in pillar stance. Oh, none of them are on PlayStation. I hadn't thought of that. I don't have a place. Well, I have a PlayStation 4, but I don't really use it. Why don't you ask me that question again after we finish this episode, and I can kind of look through my games? Because while I'm in the game, those are the only two that like come to mind immediately, but I feel like there's more that I could recommend. They're not coming into my head. So the first thing should be over here, I'm thinking. If it crashes again, then I'm done. We could do this another time, I suppose, but I would like to finish it up now. So I think it's, yeah, here.
I'm here, little monkey. Let me hear my rattle drum.
How do I do it, though? I mean, if you haven't played Vampire Survivors, it's probably good. Oh, I just had to be close enough. Because Vampire Survivors being older and stuff is pretty cheap.
Did you see him? I was scared. They were all around me. They told me Pa took people from the village and fed them to a guai. That's a lie. That's not my Pa.
The one question I would have about that is, I know there's a lot of DLC for Vampire Survivors, and if it doesn't come with that, then I would maybe stray away from it. Like, I don't know if all the DLC is on the PlayStation version or not. Because the base Vampire Survivors is probably less fun than like having all the DLCs and all the new characters and stuff to try and unlock. It's probably okay, and it's probably worth $5, but you might be able to you might like it more if you get it with the DLC as well. So let's figure out what the next area we gotta go to is. The second location on the path down from the sealed stone door where you fought the King of Flowing Sand and his second rat prince. Head down from the door towards a bridge, but take a right. Okay, I know where this is. So we want to go to Valley of Despair. But yeah, you should maybe let me take a look. You think it has all the DLC? I mean, if it's all the DLC for $5, it's probably worth it. Vampire Survivors is just like a very easy game to just kind of like mindlessly play over and over. Like, yeah, there's definitely some strategy to it. But when you're first starting out, and if you haven't really played those kind of games, you just kind of like, you don't make it very far to start off with, and then you just keep doing more and more runs. If I'm understanding correctly, should be through this door. Oh, please don't crash. I do not know what Crimson Land is, no. Oh, the... Okay, this is correct.
I'm here, little monkey. Let me hear my rattle drum.
One of the rattles is not really working correctly, but...
Pa told me, when the dust stops, my cough ends. I know you're not from round here. Don't frown like that. I already fun. I know an old man in the stone, and a piggy who steals all the drinks. And at the bottom of that well, that's it.
Wow, it holds that last charge, or the last light attack thing for a while. What the heck? Why am I poisoned? Gosh dang it. So it seems to be these areas where these withered corpses are just kind of hanging out, huh? But off the top of my head, I can't think of where the last one's gonna be, so I am just still gonna check the thing. For the sake of time and simplicity. Okay. Let's look. Where is the third one? The final location is back in the area where you fought the Earth Wolf and rescued the horse squai, who was tied up on by the large statue. Look to the left of the statue altar and you'll find a small field around the back, the concerning amount of skeletons. Yeah, okay, I remember that. Using the rattle drum here one final time will cause the spirit of the boy to appear before you and invite you to hop down the well to meet a friend. Unfortunately, if the dull echoing roars coming from somewhere below are any indication, you're not going to meet a friendly face. Okay. I don't need to know anything more about the boss. That is fine. So village entrance, probably going to be the best bet to get there. Oh, I guess you can't play it. I was just gonna tell you there's actually a pretty good free Vampire Survivors like game. Based off of Hololive. Whoever made it did like a really good job, but since it's based off of an IP that he doesn't own, I think he had to make the game free. So it's called Hollow Cure. I doubt it's on PlayStation, but it's a free game that is probably better than Vampire Survivors. But it does take that same inspiration.
Huh? How did you even know I was here? Just Pa and I know of this place. Don't tell anyone, but I have a friend in this world. He helped me with my coughing fit. It's been so long. I hope his wounds have healed too. Come down and play with us!
So what I've learned today about this game is there is an extraordinary amount of secrets that are very difficult to find, and not a lot of clues to find them. But I mean, I guess this area seemed kind of suspicious because, like, it didn't really have a purpose.
Rotten mutt! That he dares bear our father's title under that yellow wind, why? Brother or not, I will have my vengeance. The kid's dad ran off, but now you've shown up to be eaten!
Mad Tiger. Oh, he gives a spear. Oh, okay. Not gonna say that was lag, but... Okay, come on, man. Really? The stuttering made it a little bit difficult to actually dodge that effectively. Please tell me I just spawned down here. Thank you. They're at least pretty nice about these optional areas. Although this one seems to have a shrine. Maybe that's because there's no way to leave here. Like the other ones you could just leave, but... this one, not so much. Bottom of the well. Wait, what? Hold on. There was some name that I didn't recognize. Oh, it's just that's the next zone I haven't even been to yet. Probably can't go that way. All right. Hopefully it'll. Now that it's had time to load this area, be a little bit less.
How can you make your living?
Well, I don't even know what happened there. That seemed unfair, but whatever. Oh, that sucks. It said that only works against specific bosses, but it seems to at least interrupt, like, all bosses. Oh, that didn't work. Okay.
Never kneel. Even in the end.
Okay. Mad Tiger defeated. It should be all the kings and all the chiefs for Chapter 1 and Chapter 2. We'll take a look at everything we got in just a second, but we got a chest over here as well. Why is he opening this one so slowly? Usually opens them much faster. Plaguebane Gourd. That's the first alternate gourd we've gotten. So... Oh, yeah, I guess I do. I am not a fan of this, so let's swap that back. Then, how many points do I have? I have 1 point. I was investing here. I guess I need this before I can go any further. I'll get that, and then we'll keep working on it. Let's check our inventory real quick. Spirit. So, what do you do? Moderately increases attack, but massively reduces max health. I mean, 75 is not terrible, health-wise. It gives you 7 attack, which is okay. What is your move? Oh, it does a roar that with terrifying might to shock surrounding foes and deal area damage in front. Seems okay. The gourd. I was like, why does my equipment say there's something new? What do you do? Health recovery is halved, but attack is increased for a short duration after using gourd. That's interesting. It's not what I expected it to be. I expected it to give resistances of some sort. I don't think that's worth it. Health recovery is halved? Like, maybe once my health recovery gets better, but right now it's not enough for that to be good, I don't think. But we can hold on to it. Maybe it'll be good in the future. I'm kind of curious what upgrading it would do, but I think we can wait until we get like another upgrade or whatever. And there's Mad Tiger. Is there anything else that I'm missing? Or is that it for now? We did get another mind core, so we could go get an upgrade. Why don't we go check it out real quick? Because that's gonna be the end for now. So we'll teleport to this guy. I want to see how much the stamina recovery bonuses cost. Can't remember if they cost 2 or 1. If they cost 1, I might just spam like 5 of them right now. Otherwise, I know I said I was gonna hold and see like if I should get Frostbane. I think since I have 5, I should maybe do at least 1 upgrade right now. Although thinking about it, a mana upgrade doesn't seem like it's gonna do a whole lot for me, just because um I think when I run out of mana, I tend to be at the end of my mana bar, not... Well, maybe I was kind of close to being able to cast another Immobilize. Because it depends on if you get the crashes or not, right? Because I get mana back when I crash them. And most of the time, I'm gonna crash them. Come on. We just have one last thing to do. Don't fall apart on me now. Uh-oh. There's so many particles from all the stuff that I broke.
May Lord Loong illuminate your path, brave one.
Okay. Let's go here. Stamina recovery only costs 1. I think I'm gonna do what I just said, and I'm just gonna buy 5 of them. Because, like, getting 12 right now, I have, I think, 80, which doesn't show up here because 18 of it is temporary when I'm above half health, which is almost always. So that would give me 12 more to get me to 92, which seems very good. So let's do it.
From yin and yang, 5 elements emerge. Each nature inherits its unique creation. Each form embodies a universe.
Oh, it gave me more than I... Oh, because I did 5. I'm stupid. I was thinking 4 because I did the math for 4 earlier. But we just did 5, right? That's even better. So anyways, that's probably gonna do it. I might start the next episode, like, in the snowy area. Just so you guys don't have to watch the load screen. But yeah, that's gonna be it. You could see our stamina regen is 100, which isn't exactly what I expected. Because that means I'm only getting... Wait, how much am I getting then? 23? Maybe I was doing the math wrong earlier. Or maybe I had some more that I wasn't calculating into it or something. But anyways, 100 seems pretty good. So, that should help us with a lot of stuff. Anyways, yeah, that's gonna do for this one. We cleaned up the final bosses for Chapter 1 and Chapter 2. And we'll be moving into Chapter 3 in the next one. And now that we have the long scales, we might even be able to just find it in Chapter 3 immediately and get into that boss fight, assuming that there is one in Chapter 3, which I would be surprised if there wasn't. But anyways, that's gonna do for this one. Hopefully you enjoyed, and I will see you next time.